Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. This is your Z107.7 local news for Saturday, July 8th, 2023. A high-speed motorcycle pursuit through the high desert on Thursday ended in a crash. At around noon, county sheriff's deputies received a report of a motorcycle rider driving recklessly on 29 Palms Highway. The rider was reported to have been traveling at high speeds and running at least 4 stoplights. Deputies say they attempted to conduct a traffic stop on the motorcycle at the intersection of Yucca Trail and Joshua Lane in Yucca Valley, but the suspect, identified as Jason McGee, a 26-year-old resident of 29 Palms, failed to yield and continued eastbound, running several stoplights. McGee led a 10-mile pursuit and reached speeds of at least 137 miles per hour, according to deputies. He ran multiple stoplights and stop signs, almost hit a pedestrian in Joshua Tree, and drove toward oncoming traffic on 29 Palms Highway. The pursuit ended when deputies say McGee lost control of the motorcycle and crashed near the intersection of Sunburst Avenue and Canterbury Street in Joshua Tree. McGee was transported to the High Desert Medical Center for his injuries, then released. Jason McGee was arrested for felony reckless evading and parole violation and booked into the Morongo Basin Jail. If you've driven out to Landers in the last week or so, you may have noticed something missing near the post office. The famous and well-photographed Landers UFO sign installed almost exactly 4 years ago has been stolen. The 4-foot-tall by 8-foot-wide flying saucer-shaped sign was created by Cameron Randy Brill. You may know him from Randy's routed signs at the Landers craft fairs. He says the one-of-a-kind sign was made out of thick 3/4-inch plywood, weighed over 50 pounds, and was installed with one-way bolts that would make it very difficult to remove the saucer from the thick steel square post used to mount it into the ground. However, the thieves cut right through the metal bars and abducted the sign sometime after it was last seen on Thursday night, June 29th. Randy says that if the thieves have a change of heart and want to bring back the well-loved Landers icon, they can drop it off at the Landers Community Center or the post office with no questions asked. We have pictures of the missing Landers saucer-shaped sign along with Mike Lipsit's original report from when the saucer landed in Landers 4 years ago. That's on our website, Z107.7fm.com. Today is the second Saturday of the month, and that means it's time for the second Saturday art crawl in downtown Joshua Tree. Art aficionado Jeff Harmetz tells us what you can expect to see at tonight's stack of shows.
La Matadora debuts a brand new show tonight, featuring the drawings, paintings, and tufted rugs of Melissa Monroe, alongside what they're calling a small kaleidoscope of butterflies by Aaliyah Bone. La Matadora is holding a reception tonight from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Hey There Gallery is kicking off a 2-month-long group show, featuring a number of high desert artists. The show is called Desertland and will feature artists showcasing what they love about the Morongo Basin. There is a reception from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pilates and Arts debuts a new show featuring oil paintings from local artist Marcia Geiger. A reception for the show begins at 6 p.m. Most of Joshua Tree's other galleries will be open for perusal and sales. All of these galleries are within walking distance of each other, so park at one and stroll to the rest. For a list of addresses and gallery information, see this story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Jeff Harmetz.
The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department will be out tonight from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. looking for drivers suspected of driving under the influence. Impaired driving isn't just from alcohol. Prescription medications and over-the-counter meds can also affect driving, along with recreational and medicinal marijuana. Drivers caught driving impaired and charged with a first-time DUI face an average of $13,000 in fines and penalties, as well as a suspended license. It's a good reminder to play it safe and don't drive impaired when out enjoying the vast beauty, art, and events that our high desert has to offer. Since 1940, the 29 Palms Weed Show has been showcasing the Mojave Desert's unique plant life alongside man-made objects weathered and worn by the basin's sand, sun, and rain. Next Saturday, July 15th, a Weed Show workshop will be held in Founders Hall at the Old Schoolhouse Museum. This year's Weed Show theme is The Hollywood Connection, and all the categories are movie titles. The workshop is going to go over the rules, what materials can be used, as well as composition ideas. The Weed Show workshop is next Saturday, July 15th at 10 a.m. That's at Founders Hall at the Old Schoolhouse Museum in 29 Palms. We'll have links to past shows and more information on our website. If water rather than weeds gets your creative juices flowing, the Mojave Water Agency is holding an art exhibition, and the winners will be shown here in the Morongo Basin. With more, we return to art aficionado Jeff Harmetz.
As you might expect from a competition sponsored by a water utility, the theme of the exhibition is Water in the Desert, Preserving Our Oasis. This juried exhibition is asking for photography, sculpture, and two-dimensional work, showcasing the importance of water in our area, with all work required to showcase the concepts of both water and desert. Suggested themes include monsoonal summer thunderstorms, torrential flash floods, oases, winter desert snowfalls, evaporating mud holes, lifestyles impacted by the desert aridness, and other similar desert and water-centric inspirations. Works selected for the show will be featured at the High Desert Cultural Center's Joshua Tree Gallery of Contemporary Art in Yucca Valley. Prizes will be awarded to the finest of the works. For more details on how to enter, see this story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Jeff Harmetz.
The Friends of the Yucca Valley Library report that the summer reading program has been going strong since June 3rd and continues through July 30th, so there's still lots of time to participate. The next event takes place this Tuesday, July 11th at the Yucca Valley branch. It's going to be a live animal show from the Mobile Zoo of Southern California. The summer reading program at the Yucca Valley Library is supported by funds from the Friends of the Yucca Valley Library bookstore, located just inside the branch. The Cozy Book Nook is also filled with inexpensive DVDs and Blu-rays, and on Thursdays, seniors enjoy a buy one, get one discount. You can visit this story on our website for a full schedule of the rest of July's events at our local, free, air-conditioned libraries. That's at Z107.7fm.com. Speaking of books and staying cool, the Big Morongo Canyon Preserve's Education Center will be open today from 9 a.m. to noon, with the gates of the preserve opening at 7 a.m. The deep shade of the preserve keeps the temperatures lower than other parts of the desert, and the flora and fauna of the Big Morongo Canyon is truly unique to the area. After exploring the trails, you can pop inside the Education Center to peruse the preserve's used books in the areas of natural sciences, bird identification, and cultural history. There's also books and activities for kids, with Ranger Kaylee there to explore the world of owls. For more info on the preserve, go to www.bigmorongo.org. And that's your local news. You can hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. More Morongo Basin residents get their local news from Z107.7 than any other source. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 News, I'm Robert Hayden.